Hi, I'm James, one of the coordinators of the Omega Forum Get Together. We're doing this for 4 years now, and I like to bring things that are a little different from my collection than standard Omegas and all of the high-end expensive watches. And I like I guess they're called everyday man watches that are very common, but rarely are seen in excellent condition because they got beaten to hell. So this is some of the ones I brought with me today. So why don't you pick out a favorite or two? One of my favorites is the Hamilton Big Eye. It's the nickname, 1971. They call them the Big Eye Chrono. They did two different models, one with larger subdials, one with smaller. This one has the original case brushing, the original crown, the original top hat crystal, which the replacement ones with the rounded edges are always aftermarket, and the original bracelet, all with the original brushing intact. Another example of a rarity is a red bezeled Seawolf. These were very common. This is pretty much a Mark III, the third generation, I believe. Usually they come with black writing on the bezel. This one is red, which you typically don't see until the Mark IV, which had the cushion case. I'm sorry, the C-shaped case. This one is the Mark II case, Mark III bezel. Mark IV bezel, actually, so it's a transitional piece. And original crown, original bracelet. What's interesting about that one for me to sell? Because this one's not for sale. The neat part about this particular bracelet is this is a very limited era of the JV Champion ratchet. You push that down and it ratchets. So this was the early version of a dive extension made by JV Champion. And you see Omega has a version of this bracelet. And Longines used a version of this bracelet, all made by JV Champion. But it's that ratchet system, which was just so amazing, that allows you to adjust the size and keep it at a mid-size. And how slim it is. As a diver extension to be that slim. Nobody does that anymore. I can't stand modern diver extension bracelets because they're about that thick, which just feels like a tumor on the bottom of my wrist. So to have something that slim and to fit that sleek to the wrist, I think is just absolutely beautiful.
Hi, I'm Matt from Matt Pepperoni. I am wearing a vintage Gallet Jim Clark, which I purchased off Craigslist this morning 3 hours ago. Today. Just picked it up and from in the Philly area, and then drove down here to Baltimore. Took off the terrible bracelet or the terrible strap that was on it, put on a nice vintage pizza rice, and it has a EP40 movement that is running very nice. Looks pretty unpolished, and
it's a heck of a find. A couple hours before Omega Forum gets together.
Not very often. Maybe you gotta jump on it. If that means driving 4 hours all like Mid-Atlantic region, then you gotta do what you can.
Yeah. So I'm Mike, Dr. Mike's Motorcycles on Instagram and YouTube, and really talking about this IWC Ingenieur. So this one I actually found on Craigslist from a kid whose grandfather had just died, and it was in pretty bad shape. All the lume from the hands had been cracked and they scattered across the dial. So it needed a full service when it came in, but I've never seen another Ingenieur reference 866 with the Tiffany & Co. branding on there, which is pretty rare. The dial is also a Sigma dial, which means it's a gold-based dial, and it's got this nice starburst pattern. I think a lot of these 866s tend to get really degraded over time because the dials are vent-plated, but since this is a gold dial, there's a lot less corrosion. That's why it's been able to keep the condition over time. Initially it came with no bracelet, but I found this correct IWC bracelet put on there, and one of my favorites. It's a pretty rare watch. I've never seen another one like this, so if anyone has, let Nico know.
Coated titanium. It's nice and super light.